Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, that ugly guy you might see once or twice a week. Of course, you know who I'm talking about. I am the Mad Montreal Man, and today is July 1st. And here in Canada, it's a special day. It's Canada Day. Go figure. Where else would it be Canada Day anywhere else? Except here. But it's also Monday, and you know what that means. That means on Monday, well, we've been doing something lately. It's been something we've been doing. Go figure. But we've been doing this thing called Marvel Monday. Now, this might be the last one for a while because starting next week, we're doing a Mafex Monday, at least for 5 weeks. So 5 Mondays in a row, we're going to have Mafex, one figure on Mafex Mondays only. But I figure what a way to wrap up the Marvel Monday by doing, well, the last Marvel Legends that I have that have not been opened. And as you can see, we have a shelf up. It's not the greatest shelf. It's like a fabric base, so I can't put too many Marvels up there. But it got some out to show that I don't just have DC. Even though I don't plan on buying any more Marvels after this, unless something really great comes out. That said, well, we have this guy here, Karnak. We'll look at him today. We got Marvel's Shriek. And just because, well, it happens in all the moving, to my Marvel universes, the packaging got damaged. So we're going to open up Secret Wars, Captain America, and of course we'll open up Secret Wars, Machine Man. So what do you say we get things started with my $5 Friday pickup, which was Karnak. Back in a moment. Well, as you saw in the close-up, he's interesting looking. I know the character's supposed to have a large head and so forth, but, well, one thing I want to bring up right off the bat is look at these shoulders. That is not a very well-built action figure if I could really put my thumbnail in there. Another thing is, something I want to bring up. This is one of the reasons why I stopped buying Marvel so long ago. Part of it was this. Look at the package. Look at the size of the action figure. Now, he took up literally that much of the box. The Build-A-Figure part took up enough time, but there was all this wasted space. Yeah. But what do I think of the figure? Well, articulation-wise, he is garbage. This is not a good figure. He is stiff. The shoulders don't really move. For an Inhuman who's supposed to basically be like a martial arts guy, he is lame. He is lame. I mean, the legs don't even line up properly. This is a reason why I think a lot of people are getting tired of Marvel. Apart from the Disney connection, is that they're not as well made. I mean, this plastic feels like bendy plastic. So for the most part, and of course, I really hate these. I hate these ab crunches like this. It's just bad. This thing, well, this might just be tossed into a pile to be turned into something else down the road. Do a head swap with a more normal size head. Maybe make it into a type of alien Green Lantern. I don't know. I'm just happy I did not spend more than $5 on this. Now, here's one I actually ordered. Marvel Shriek with the Armadillo Build-A-Figure. Now, I already got the Armadillo himself because I got that off a great collector I've met here in Ottawa. But when I saw this figure, I went, I have an idea for part of my Kryptonian universe, which I'm starting to put on display. And yes, I know I haven't done any Kryptonian videos yet. I was busy getting this done. Yeah. It does show you what you can do when you don't buy groceries for an entire month. You can get shelving. Like, for example, I got a shelving thing. The On the Peg old shelf is now holding Street Fighters, and of course I have my Marvels, and the stuff from the regular show that we have to review. So yeah, on a very tight budget, I basically didn't buy any groceries for a month except for my dog and my cat and milk. I need my milk. And I was able to get this done. Which also means I put off a lot of filming because my days are spent job hunting. A lot of my nights are spent job hunting too. But I digressed. But you're used to that. You watch my videos, you know I digress. And I know I'm not looking that good today. It's only because I finished that shelf this morning. And I'm tired and I'm hot. But, unboxing. Now, one thing I do give this packaging for Marvel credit is, unlike the McFarlane toys, I can just do this. Unscripted, I can just pop her out and pick up everything else that fell down. All right, so let's do the close-up now, and then we'll be back in a moment. This because I have an idea for a custom that'll fit into my Kryptonian universe, and I don't regret getting Shriek. I like the paint job. I like the face sculpt. The face sculpt is what really sells this one. Posability, a little bit limited. I've never been a fan of these leg cuts, but at least it's black on black. The joints are a little bit stiff, and the limitations are a bit there as well with the shoulders. All that said, not bad. I like it. I just wish it was a 7-inch figure because, as you know, with Marvel Legends, you know, they are relatively small when you put them next to a DC. So this one's not bad. This one I give them props for. It's a nice sculpt. It's a really good paint job on this one. And I won't have to do much to turn this into the idea I have for that Kryptonian universe. So not bad. I like this one. This one was worth it. This one was definitely worth it. Mostly because that face sculpt is amazing, and like I said, there's not much I'm gonna have to do to make this the character I designed for that Kryptonian universe. So this one's a good one. But let's not leave it there. Let's get the scalpel. I love my trusty scalpel. So what do you say we take out, oh, I know some people out there are going to be screaming, but it's mint in package, almost. I don't care. You know, I'm not even going to bother saving this packaging because, frankly, it's Monday. These are shorter videos. All right, we have the comic book. Let's read this. Oh, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. You know what's really sad? I remember when this came out. Yeah. And the comic book, of course, because it was shoved in plastic, is not perfect, but who cares? It's just a reprint anyway. So let's take a look at these Marvel Universe characters. If I can get them out. Alright, so we got Captain America and Claw, and you know what's hilarious? No ties holding her in place. These guys all have ties. You know those wonderful little plastic things we all love having to cut and take off? Then you think, oh, I got them all. And you realize, nope, I missed one. No, I'm not going to do an extreme close-up of these guys because there's kind of like no point. They're just for fun. Another thing I just realized is if you leave them in packages for a long time, some of that plasticky stuff will stick. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Another reason why I don't like this stuff is it actually does eventually start sticking to the figure. Chemical reaction. Science, after all. Let me just finish taking off this stuff. Okay, let's put Cap's shield on him. So let's start off with Cap. Now, as you see, the Marvel universes are really well articulated. They're well built. I mean, they're small, they're puny. I mean, they make her look like a giant, but they are well built. I miss these. I really do miss, back in the day, taking my daughters down to Toys R Us and picking up these guys because they're fun. And they don't take up a lot of space. Well, they do when you have as many as I have. By the way, I still don't know what I'm going to do with the old Season 2 wall. Should I put all the Marvel Universes up there? Because they're not in here anymore. But no, really cool. If you see these guys, I do say pick them up. Now let's look at Claw, shall we? Another thing that I like about Claw, he's not the usual like super thick body. He's a thinner body. For example, if you compare him, he would be a little bit taller than Cap, but he's also thinner because he's made out of sound, and it's really, and this is a good design. Now, can you imagine if Marvel was not made by Hasbro or whatever company else is making them, or Toy Biz, and they're made by McFarlane? You would have this in a 7-inch build, well designed, super cool. Because this is a good design. This is a good design. It is posable. You don't need the ab crunch. You don't need the ab twist, because this by itself looks really good. So let's keep it going, because it's Monday and I know you guys want to get your week off to a start. I know I spend my morning off to a start job hunting on the boards. Really not much out there. I don't even need, you know what's sad? I don't need you for this. I can use my fingers. Go lie down. Take a nap. You have to be nice to your scalpel. If not, they cut you. All right. All right, another comic book. Secret Wars. They repeated themselves. Oh well, who cares? Unscripted! Broken mouth and all. I know, one day I need to get this fixed. One day I need to have a job again. Soon. Get a job, get these fixed. Okay, so let's start off by popping these guys out. We're sticking to the plastic. Alright, we got Machine Man out, finally. Now, if you don't know, Machine Man was a great Kirby-designed comic book character. He was originally purple. And it's one of those, oddly enough, a very relevant character to today's society, because can you imagine how people feel about AI now? How they're freaking out about AI? Well, Machine Man was basically AI in an android form. Yeah. Once again, well made. And there's no ab crunch or anything else, but everything else is really well made. It's well detailed. It's basically Aaron. That wasn't Machine Man's given name, was Aaron. He went by the name Aaron. Not bad. I like these. Okay, now let's get to the, if I can get them out. In some ways it's good therapy to base open a package and not care about saving the package. Okay, here we got the Iron Man. Okay, he does have a bit of an ab crunch. He is posable. He's well detailed, of course, as all the Marvel universes seem to be. And funny thing is, his plastic feels a lot stronger than this plastic. Once again, if you see these, I do recommend pick up the Marvel Universes. They're actually worth the money. They're small, but they don't take up a lot of space. And quite often, you'd be surprised at how good they actually are. Well, that's it. No more Marvel Mondays for the foreseeable future. Next week, we're going to kick off our Mafex Mondays. And I think we're going to start off with... Yep. And until then, take care of yourselves. do your best to stay healthy. And of course, as long as you have toys, you're off to a good start and a good way to stay happy. And even though I have this face, I got a busted mouth, I can't speak anymore. I cut because I couldn't speak anymore. And there's a noise. Well, that's going to be it for this last Marvel Monday. Next week, we're going to start off by doing our Mafex Mondays for at least 5 weeks. And I figured we're going to start off by doing Wonder Woman 84 Armor. And that's it for the week. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. I know, depending on where you are, it's either storm season, heat wave season, or just rain, but do your best to stay healthy. And as long as you've got toys, it's a good way to stay happy. And even though I have this face, I got this busted mouth, I'm not working, I'm a manic depressive, I have anxiety, I have stress, I still do my best every day, and I encourage you the same. Do your best to stay positive. And don't forget, tune in on Friday night. For Friday night, we're doing something. I don't know yet. But that's it, and we'll see you Friday. And last thing is, I know I keep on saying I need more shelves. It's rather apparent that they are spreading. They've taken over. This is my living room. They've taken over. I mean, they really have. And as for the Kryptonian universe, I need a shelf display for them alone. I have no shelf for my He-Mans. I need shelves. But after spending a month on a very strict budget, not buying groceries for myself, except buying groceries for, of course, my cat and my dog, so I can get those shelves upstairs, I'm taking a break from starving. And we'll see you on Friday.